Hello friends, myself Dr. Kirti Sriram Kulkarni and I am from Gokhale Education Society's Arts, Commerce and Science College Jawar. So friends, today we will start with our second unit of SY Basic Chemistry Paper 3, that is Classical Method of Analysis. So in our last unit we have already discussed about the classical and non-classical methods of analysis. So I hope you remember what is analysis. It is qualitative and quantitative determination of a particular component. Okay, how much is present and what is present, that is called as qualitative and quantitative estimation. So for that we carry out chemical analysis, and for chemical analysis we adopt different methods. Okay, so those methods are classical methods or non-classical methods. So classical methods, we have seen the characteristics of that they are very simple, their handling is simple, they are cheap and still they give very accurate results. Okay, and non-classical methods are all instrumental methods. Okay, so what are classical methods? So in that chapter we have already discussed about it. They are volumetric and gravimetric method. So in this chapter, the whole chapter is about classical method of analysis. So we will discuss about both of these method in detail. Okay, so we will go to our first one. The first one is called as titrimetric method. Okay, titrimetric method, we are very much familiar of that, and from our childhood we are carrying out titration. So if you remember, we have handled burette, pipette, conical flask. Yes, from 11th standard you have performed titrimetric analysis, volumetric analysis. Yes or no? So they are very simple to perform and very easily we get our result. Okay, so this is nothing but a classical method of analysis. Okay, so what is titrimetric method? Just we will see the definition. It is the quantitative method, okay, of analysis which consists of determining the volume of a standard solution. Okay, what is standard solution? Whose concentration is known. Okay, and which is required to react with the known volume of solution of unknown concentration. See, the definition is quite simple to understand. What is the meaning of that? In titrimetric method, what we do? We make to react two different solution with each other. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, दो डिफरेंट सॉल्यूशन को एक दूसरे के साथ रिएक्ट करते हैं. अब वो सॉल्यूशन कैसा होना चाहिए? द फर्स्ट वन इज कॉल्ड एज standard solution. Okay, that standard solution is filled in burette. Okay, and of that we know the concentration, और वो burette रीडिंग से हमें क्या पता चलेगा? We know the volume also. So the standard solution is the one which concentration is known, whose concentration is known. So अभी ये ऐसा standard solution कितना लगेगा? किसके लिए? To react with known volume of solution of unknown concentration. अभी unknown concentration वाला solution हम कहाँ पे लेंगे? So we will pipette out this solution. Okay, so actually क्या होता है? In our titrimetric method we are given a particular sample solution. Of that sample solution, उसका हमें concentration पता नहीं रहता. We don't know the concentration of that, but we know the known volume of that. We pipette out that solution, right? और pipette से हमें क्या पता चलता है? उसका volume 10 ml, 25 ml, जितना भी हमें required solution है, right? So we know the volume of that solution, लेकिन उसका concentration हमें पता नहीं रहता. It is of unknown concentration but of known volume. Please remember this fact. जो भी हमें सैम्पल प्रोवाइड किया है, जिसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन हमें फाइंड आउट करना होता है, सो उसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन अननोन है पर उसका वॉल्यूम नोन है. अभी इसको हम किसके साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे? विद द ब्यूरेट सॉल्यूशन whose concentration is also known and volume is also known. क्योंकि हम ब्यूरेट रीडिंग से क्या पता करेंगे? कितना वॉल्यूम लगा है ना. सो हाउ मच क्वांटिटी इज रिक्वायर्ड? दैट ऑफ ब्यूरेट सॉल्यूशन to react with our pipette solution is called as titrimetric analysis. Very simple. Burette solution कितना लगता है? to react with pipette solution. Okay, so that is actually given by the formula N1V1 is equal to N2V2. Okay, यहाँ पे N1 और V1 क्या है? The normality, that is concentration of burette solution, and volume of burette solution, both are known to us. Okay, and is equal to N2V2. Here N2 is concentration of unknown sample, right, जो हमें पता नहीं है, and V2 is its volume, जो हमें पता है. So what we want to find out? N2. Okay, N2 is concentration of our sample, that is pipette solution. So N2 is equal to N1V1 divided by V2. Very simple formula. So using this formula we can find out the concentration of our sample. Okay, so I hope you remember. You just see the slide here and you will come to know what is that. Our burette solution is the one whose concentration is known as well as volume is known, okay, by burette reading. And in our conical flask, what we take? Our pipette solution, whose concentration is not known but volume is known. Okay, so using this simple formula we can find out the concentration of our sample. Okay, I hope you are very well clear about the titrimetric method. Okay, so now we will see what are the different terms involved in titrimetric analysis. Okay, very first one is called as titrant. So what is titrant? It is the burette solution and its concentration is known. Okay, it is the burette solution and its concentration is known. The second one is called as titrant. Okay, it is the solution which is taken in conical flask using your pipette, right, and its concentration is unknown, right. तो titrant कहाँ पे लेते हैं? burette में, and titrand AND ये कहाँ पे लेते हैं? in conical flask using your pipette. The third definition is titration. Okay, so it is the process of determining unknown concentration by adding the small increment of titrant solution to the titrant until the reaction is completed. Okay, definition थोड़ा difficult लग रहा है, मैं simple language में बताती हूँ. What is titration? It is the reaction of unknown concentration with the known concentration. Okay, so what is unknown concentration? It is taken in your conical flask और ऊपर से आप क्या ऐड कर रहे हो? From burette the titrant, that is the solution of known concentration. So titration is simple reaction of known concentration solution with the unknown concentration solution. Okay, so कहाँ तक ये रिएक्शन करनी है हमें? जस्ट द रिएक्शन गेट completed. And what we do? We add small amount of burette solution. Okay, एक ही बार में हम ऐड करते हैं? नहीं. So we add small amount 0.5 and we find out the completion of the reaction. So titration is the reaction between known solution and unknown solution to complete the reaction. The next one is called as burette. What is burette? So burette is actually a laboratory glass apparatus, okay, which is used for measurement of volume of solution which is used. Okay, तो अभी क्या करना है हमें? burette solution कहाँ पे लगाना है? स्टैंड में लगाना है और उसमें क्या करना है? You have to fill the solution whose concentration is known. Okay, burette कैसा होता है? It is a circular round tube. Okay, and it is graduated. Graduated मतलब क्या? उस पर मार्किंग होता है. They are calibrated. Okay, and it has a stop cock. उसे क्या होता है? एक स्टॉप कॉक होता है और उसे हम क्या कह सकते हैं? अ सिंपल टैप. उस टैप में की होता है एंड यूजिंग दैट यू कैन टेक स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन फ्रॉम burette. burette से हम लोग क्या ले सकते हैं? स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूशन. सो burette इज नथिंग बट अ सिंपल लॉन्ग ट्यूब ऑफ ग्लास which is calibrated. It has a marking and it has a tap or stop cock which is at the end of burette and which controls the flow of titrant. You remember this, that the solution which is filled in burette is called as titrant. Okay, so the stopcock will control the flow of titrant. Okay, so I hope you remember or you understand the meaning of burette. Burette is the one where we fill the titrant and it is provided with a stopcock to give small amount of solution from that, okay, which can be added in conical flask, right? तो उसे हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, burette. Okay, now the next definition is pipette. So I hope you remember what is pipette. Okay, it is also a long cylindrical type of tube. In between there is a glass bulb. Okay, और आजकल कैसे पिपेट मिलते हैं, इट हैज़ अ बल्ब एट द एंड, और उससे हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, वी कैन सक द सॉल्यूशन इन द पिपेट. ओके, पिपेट्स आर ऑल्सो ग्रेजुएटेड, दैट मीन्स कैलिब्रेशन ऑफ दैम इज डन एंड दे आर मार्क्ड. ओके, तो हमें जितना भी सॉल्यूशन रिक्वायर्ड है, 5 ml, 10 ml, 2 ml, 0.2 ml, जितना भी सॉल्यूशन रिक्वायर्ड है, वी कैन pipette आउट यूजिंग पिपेट and which is taken into conical flask. Okay, so in this case what we do, we take whatever required solution from pipette and that we take into conical flask. Okay, so pipette is the one from which we take the sample solution. जितना भी हमें sample required है वो हम कहाँ से ले सकते हैं, from our pipette. Okay, next one is called as equivalence point. Okay, what is equivalence point? It is the point during the titration where a particular amount of titrant is added to the titrant to get theoretical completion of the reaction. देखो क्या है, जब आप titrant और titrant दोनों को ऐड एक दूसरे में कर रहे हो, when you mix titrant and titrant with each other, there will be one point where your reaction will get theoretically completed. Okay, जितना इक्विवेलेंट आपको टाइट्रेंट के लिए टाइट्रेंट का लग रहा है वो आने के बाद यू विल गेट इक्विवेलेंस पॉइंट. ओके, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इक्विवेलेंस पॉइंट? जहाँ पे आपका रिएक्शन ऑफ ब्यूरेट सॉल्यूशन एंड पिपेट सॉल्यूशन theoretically complete हो रहा है, that is called as equivalence point. Okay, so it is the point during the titration at which the amount of titrant added which is equal to the theoretical completion required for the amount of pipette solution, that is called as equivalence point. मतलब क्या है कि जितना वॉल्यूम आपके टाइट्रेंट के लिए टाइट्रेंट का लगने वाला है, that is called as equivalence point. It is a theoretical completion of your reaction. Okay, so when you discuss the next point, that then you will understand the meaning of equivalence point. Okay, next one is called as end point. अभी ये difference क्या है देखो, end point और equivalence point में. First your equivalence point will come. Okay, in your conical flask you are adding burette solution स्टेप बाय स्टेप, आप थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐड कर रहे हो. ओके, और पहले क्या आएगा, इक्विवेलेंस पॉइंट. दैट मीन्स एक्चुअली रिएक्शन इज कंप्लीटेड थियोरेटिकली, लेकिन आपको तभी कलर चेंज नहीं मिलेगा. बट व्हेन यू ऐड अ एक्स्ट्रा ड्रॉप ऑफ योर ब्यूरेट सॉल्यूशन देन यू विल गेट कलर चेंज. ओके, कलर चेंज किसको दिखाएगा, इंडिकेटर. ओके, वॉट एवर इंडिकेटर यू हैव एडेड दैट विल शो यू द कलर चेंज. And when you see the color change, that is called as end point. Okay, so end point is observed after completion of reaction when you add excess drop of indicator. Okay, excess drop of burette solution. मतलब पहले equivalence point आएगा where your reaction is actually completed. In your conical flask you are adding burette solution and at one moment what will happen, your रिएक्शन इज थियोरेटिकली कंप्लीटेड. ओके, जितना आपका टाइट्रेंट रिक्वायर्ड है उतना अभी आपके कोनिकल फ्लास्क में गिर चुका है, लेकिन तब आपको कलर चेंज नहीं मिलेगा. ओके, क्योंकि क्या है, कलर चेंज कब मिलता है, व्हेन यू ऐड वन एक्स्ट्रा ड्रॉप ऑफ ब्यूरेट सॉल्यूशन. ओके, तब आपको कलर चेंज मिलता है. सो व्हेन द रिएक्शन इज थियोरेटिकली कंप्लीटेड दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इक्विवेलेंस पॉइंट, एंड व्हेन यू ऐड एक्स्ट्रा वन ड्रॉप, ओके, that is called as end point of the reaction. मतलब equivalence point is the one where the reaction of titrant and titrand is theoretically completed. And what is end point? When you add one extra drop of burette solution, you get color change, okay, which is visible to our eyes. That is called as end point. Okay, so I hope you got the difference between equivalence point and end point. Okay, now see the next definition, that is titration error. Okay, what is titration error now? The difference between equivalence point and end point is called as titration error. Okay, the difference between equivalence point and end point, there will be a small difference in the reading, that is called as titration error. आप इक्विवेलेंस पॉइंट को जज या आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज इट इज़ थियोरेटिकली कंप्लीशन ऑफ योर रिएक्शन, बट आप एंड पॉइंट डिटरमाइन कर सकते हो because when you add just one extra drop of burette solution you get the color change. Okay, and that is called as end point. तो ये end point और equivalence point में जो difference है that is called as titration error. Okay, so the titration error should be minimum, okay, to get best result. हम लोगों ने लास्ट चैप्टर में पढ़ा था कि error should be minimum. तो आपके end point और equivalence point में अगर minimum difference है then your titration error is also minimum. Okay, so the difference between end point and equivalence point is called as titration error. The next definition is indicator, okay, which is very simple. It is the substance which indicate the color change, or we can say it is the completion of reaction. Okay, completion of reaction हमें कैसे पता चलेगा? हम तो नहीं देख सकते कि रिएक्शन कंप्लीट हो गया है इन योर कोनिकल फ्लास्क, बट हु विल इंडिकेट अस दैट रिएक्शन इज कंप्लीटेड? दैट इज आवर इंडिकेटर. ओके, सो इंडिकेटर में पहले इक्विवेलेंस पॉइंट आएगा इन योर कोनिकल फ्लास्क, लेकिन तब आपके इंडिकेटर को पता नहीं चलेगा बिकॉज इट इज़ अ केमिकल, एंड एज सुन एज यू एड वन एक्स्ट्रा ड्रॉप ऑफ burette solution the indicator will show you color change. Okay, so what is the role of indicator? It will show you the completion of your reaction and there you should stop adding burette solution. Okay, जैसे ही आपको color change मिलेगा, it can be a color change or occurrence of turbidity या फिर fluorescence, different type of indicator you can use, or you can also use potentiometer, colorimeters to find out the color change. Okay, so उसका काम क्या है? It will show you the end of your reaction, completion of your reaction. Okay, so I think you are clear with all these definitions. As we proceed in our chapter, we will see the different type of indicators, different type of reaction and their significance. Okay, so till now you take care of yourself, stay safe and happy. Thank you.